Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at writing a causal analysis essay with APA documentation. APA along with MLA, these are the two most common methods for documenting a research essay. As we've been moving through the course, one thing that you've noticed is that we've been doing different types of writing. Each paper has employed a different writing strategy. And the strategy that we'll be using with this research essay is a causal analysis. And you can tell by the name what we'll be doing. Causal, right? We see the root there, cause. We all know what an analysis is. So an analysis of cause. This paper is also called cause and effect. Basically, what our purpose in writing is to take a specific event, condition, or set of circumstances that's happened, and then, right, so this little visual here, this little burst here, starburst, would represent the specific event, condition, or set of circumstances that occurred. Then what we want to do is we want to examine, so the arrows here would represent the causes, because when something happens, it just doesn't boom like that. Things lead into its cause. Then we have this side over here, which are the effects, or we could use the synonym, the results. So this is a good way to picture what's going on with the causal analysis. All right, so this would be our event, condition, set of circumstances. This paper, writing a causal analysis, is quite common in history classes, right? For example, you could use any war or conflict as your event. Also common in sociology, psychology, science classes as well. Some other examples: COVID-19 pandemic, any medical problem or condition or disease. Homelessness would be an example of something you might use in a sociology class. Climate change, a science class. And really, if you think about it, there's an unlimited number of topics that you can use for the causal analysis. And here's what's cool. If you look back on your abstract and its following explanatory essay, if that can fit in here, you can use that as the topic and its article. And that would give you, boom, one resource right off the bat. So check to see if it qualifies. If it does, and if you want to, you can drop it in. In order to have a true causal analysis essay, we're going to have signal words that will alert the reader to the essay's purpose. You want to be sure that you're using these signal words throughout your paper, because, result, cause, reason, outcome, consequence, effect. You want to be sure you're using those words. So I'll go in there and star those as a reminder. Okay, so this is, right, a way to visualize what's going on with the causal analysis. As with all the other papers, I'm writing along with you, providing you with examples, here is my little flow chart completed. The event that I chose to use was the power outage that happened in Texas during the pandemic winter, February 2021. I know everybody's thinking, you're not from Texas, Mr. K. I know I'm not. I know that we're not in Texas, nothing against Texas. So people say, well, why'd you pick that? Well, I wanted to pick something, right, an event, condition, set of circumstances that no one else would think of. So I sat down and really thought about something, kind of off the wall so that nobody else would say, oh, I was going to do that topic. So that's why I picked that topic. So here's my event. And again, to the left, causes. And then over here, again, these are the effects or the results. So you'll notice here from this flow chart, you have to have it, there's 3 on each side. Depending upon your event condition or circumstances, you might not have 3 on each side, but you got to have at least 1 on each side. You have to have at least 1. But I have, many more causes than this, many more results, many more effects than this. So you just want to go ahead and get this fleshed out. And then once you have this taken care of, in essence, what you have step 1. Remember, don't be a step skipper. When you do a research essay, you have to follow the steps. Never just sit down and think that in a few hours you're going to write a research essay, because I've written a lot of research essays over the course of my life, and believe me, got to follow the steps. It really makes things easier. Taking a look here, step 1. What's going to happen with the topic proposal? You're going to use this blank flowchart, and you're going to fill it in just like I did. Then just take a picture of it and upload it to the appropriate link in D2L. After I approve your topic, you're married to it and there's no divorce. You cannot change your topic. So please put some time, think about what you're going to write about, and then get those flowchart arrows completed. Then step 2, go ahead and write your thesis statement. And from that thesis statement, you're going to do an outline with your topic and concluding sentences. A lot of folks say, hey, Mr. K, why do I need to have a thesis statement so early in the writing process? Remember, your thesis statement's the controlling idea. It drives the bus that is your essay. What's going to happen is your thesis should clearly identify your topic. It should contain a total of 3 causes and effects. It should alert the reader to the essay's purpose with signal words. And remember, 3, that's the rule of 3. Be sure to go in there and check it. And remember that each point, each topic that gives us the rule of 3 drops down to become topic sentence in order, and those become the topic sentences for your 3 body paragraphs. So basically what we're doing is we're just kind of getting a skeleton here with the outline. And as with the topic proposal, always pay attention with the grading deductions. So here's my example thesis. Most Americans will remember February 2021 for the COVID-19 pandemic. However, Texans will remember it for the widespread power outages. So what is that? That's the first thing that I had to do. I had to clearly identify my topic, which were caused, what was that? That's a signal word. By deregulation, 1, and the failure of its electricity council, 2, that resulted, what was that? That's another signal word. And changes to the power grid. Boom. So now, in order, point 1 gives me my first, right, topic sentence and concluding sentence, 2 and 3. So once you have that thesis done, then you just drop down. I'm going to go ahead and highlight these signal words so you keep track of them. And get our topic and concluding sentences. One of the causes, why do I keep saying cause? Because that's where it was, right, on my flow chart. The outage occurred in 2002 when Texas deregulated. So there's deregulation. There it is again. Their power industry. One of the factors of the power outage that February was deregulation. So we can hear that restatement of the topic in the concluding sentence. Always a good thing. Let's check it. 2 is electricity council. In addition to deregulation, another cause of the outage was the failure of Texas's electricity council. Here we hear it. So that's 2. Another reason for the loss of power was the poor actions of the electricity council, right? So we hear that again, an echo. And that's a good way to think about a concluding sentence, is that it's going to be an echo of the topic sentence, not a copy paste, but an echo. While the effects, look at these signal words, yes, of the February 2021 outage are many, changes to the power grid are already being proposed. So that's my, right, the third one there, power grid. There we go, rule of 3. Then, though many of the results of the power loss are tragic, changing the power grid will likely prevent another such experience from happening. So this is step 2. Thesis, rule of 3, and which results in topic and concluding sentences for your 3 body paragraphs. And in the next lecture video, we'll take a look at step 3.